Hey, yay, you're first. And you're here. That's awesome. Thanks for showing up on this balmy Tuesday afternoon. I'm taking a quick look at this. It's the Linky87 by ElecFox. And I wanted to, do an unboxing, see what's in it, talk about some of the features, some of the new tooling that they put into it, and just kind of see how it is. So, without further ado, this is the blue variant. You'll see that blue refers to the keycaps and not actually the color of the case. Okay, that's cool. I'm actually only going to be streaming for about an hour or so because we're going to see a movie tonight. So this is the case. It comes with that cover, the keyboard. We'll set the keyboard to the side for a second. Let's see. It comes with some spare switches. Again, this is something that ElecFox has done with the Linky87 unbranded keycap and switch puller. And a cable. Comes with a manual and a quality QC check. That's all that's in the box. I have not seen the Minecraft movie yet. Since I didn't really play Minecraft, I have no special thing about Minecraft, So this is an ABS plastic keyboard, and let's see here. Go off to the side. Let's get you some specs on this. It does have, well, let's look at some of the features first. You've got an accent light here, per key RGB. There is a tail light. You have switches for your tri-mode and for Windows and Mac on the back. You have dual stage flip out feet. The USB dongle is buried underneath this foot. It can make it a little bit tricky to flip up the foot because you don't have the center for leverage. Oh, well, now's the time to follow me, which I think you just did. Maybe? Sorry, I had it muted. I don't even have music running. It shows you how ghetto this stream is. So, let's go ahead and take a look at that beautiful RGB. So I did open this up. So it is currently set to blue to go with the theme of the keyboard. But as you can see, there's a little bit of light flares, but overall I'd say that it is not too bad at all. And the sound. If you like a creamy sounding keyboard, this is the way to go. Where's my music at? There you are. So the Linky87 TKL comes in at, currently it is on sale for $40. So you can get it even cheaper than the Eve 65 that just came out. And for that, you get like 20 more keys. And it's wireless, 2.4 and Bluetooth. It has a 1.2 millimeter PCB, which has flex cuts. It has its own custom switches, which are ElecFox branded. Polycarbonate plate. The switches themselves are your pretty generic box switch fare, with a 3.6 millimeter total travel, 2.0 millimeter pre-travel. The operating force on them is light. It's only 40 force grams force. PC top, nylon bottom, palm stem, 5 pin. It has obviously a decent amount of foams in it with a pour-on plate foam IXPE sheet, and then the foam in the or the case foam in the bottom. So just those 3 pieces of foam in it. Yeah. It's got flex cuts. Since this is a review unit, I am a little hesitant to pry it apart. This is a keyboard that is designed to be what it is. And since I am not necessarily the last person who's going to be looking at this keyboard, I did not want to pry it apart. So, but you have a seam here in the front. You undo the seam with a spudger, and then you should be able to lift it off. We will, however, be pulling out all of the keycaps, and we'll take a look at that in a second. If you were my keycap puller, we'll need that. Where would you be? Right there. Okay. So we'll take a look at the switches a little bit. How are y'all doing today? So there is no light diffuser on it. So that is going to actually hinder your PC glow, although since there is this notch in the front, that's going to throw the light forward a little bit with the white bottom, and that should light up the polycarbonate plate. And so just some quick notes on this. The keyboard itself, for a $40 keyboard, has been designed with, hey, hold on, that's not kosher. With a lot in mind. Sorry, I don't want to get disturbed during my stream. So they actually, when they were designing this, they did some extra tuning to kind of make the overall sound, and this is what we're looking at here. Hey, how are you doing today? Gemini, Jim Hard Tipsy. Me in Hard Tipsy. Interesting. To do some extra tuning to try to balance the sound between all of the rows, specifically the F row. So I think, again, if you love that creamy sound that's going to come from extra foam and a good palm stem switch, then it's not. While there are a number of other keyboards similar to this one on the market, I think that this one is really good. It has a good feel. Has some flex to it despite having foam on the inside. So if you're just looking for a TKL travel board, then again, there's that lighting for you, which not as bright as it could be because again, there's no light diffuser on the switches themselves, but the light will come up and hit the frosted polycarbonate plate, and that'll throw some light for you. But if you're looking for like super bright RGB, you will have to change the switches, which you can. As you've seen, I can replace the switches. It even comes with 3 spares. So, hey, thanks for this sub, man. That's awesome. But let's do, let me pause the music for a sec, and we will go ahead and do that sound test. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. I love seeing people come in from the Switch and Click Discord server. Not really any more than any other one, but I don't see too many people coming from there, so it's always cool when they do. So this is the strong typing angle. This is the highest typing angle, so if that's your jam, they've got you covered. I mean, when you think about it, for $40, even an ABS plastic case, and this is, you know, it's not. You could make it twerk a little if you wanted, but really, it feels like it's a solid case. It's just, you know, it's plastic, but it's good. I think it's got a nice feel to it out of the box. But today we are going to see if we can make this thing, and I'm hoping that the white of the case. See, I'm basing this off of the white of the keys here, that they will work with Cat Great Wave. we're going to use a bunch of novelties on it and just kind of see if we can trick it out, which is funny, and one of my favorite things to do, to take a very budget keyboard, then take some moderately expensive keycaps, usually some better switches, but I don't think that they're really necessary in this case. There's nothing out of the box wrong with the switches. There's nothing wrong with the stabilizers. I know that we are going to find, let's go ahead and double check that, but sure enough, these are your standard plate mount stabilizers, but are lubed well. I did not hear any pinging when I just did that sound test. So, and as opposed to the Linky87, which did have the left shift had a tick. There were no ticks on here. All right, come on. There we go. So do y'all have anything going on this evening? We're heading out to a mystery movie this evening over at the local Cinemark. So we're gonna grab a little dinner, go see a movie. But I've been sitting on this for a little while, and I could sit no longer. Well, I guess technically I'm still sitting. So. So again, this happens sometimes with your soft plastic plates, to where you're pulling out. It's more prevalent on things like polypropylene, good old PP plates with flex cuts, to where when you're pulling out the keycaps, you'll pull out the switches. In this particular case, it's also because these are straight from the factory, so the tolerances on the switch stems and on the keycap stems are a little tight. So if I'm pulling out from pulling off a keycap, it's either going to come off of the switch, or the switch is going to come out of the socket. It's got to be one of the two, or I will fail. I haven't often failed on taking keycaps off, but actually, I don't know that I've ever failed, unless you mean by failed, broke it. I have done that on a rare occasion, to where I was pulling out a switch and the stem broke, or the switch. I've had that happen, where the top of the switch just comes off. That is probably the worst, because you still have a bottom that's in the board, and then you have to get that out, And if the tolerances of the plate are so tight that you can't do that, the one instance that happened with, I managed to finagle it so that I was able to put the switch back, the top back on, and then apply pressure in very specific points around the perimeter to kind of ease it up a little bit more. And I managed to get out that switch. That switch was not workable after that. But actually, no. Actually, that switch did work after that. But anyway. I think so I'm thinking we might want to start with our novelties and then just fill in the gaps that are left. What do y'all think about that? Are y'all familiar with Cat Great Wave? If not, take this opportunity to go look it up. It's a nice set. If you like white and blue, which, since that is the theme that ElecFox has gone with, we're going to stick with it. I could go in another direction and turn this into a green keyboard, but we're not gonna. So Cat Great Wave has a transition, and that transition goes from blue to white on here. And so we are going to start with our novelties. Starting, why not, with a dragon. Like all good stories do. That's a spacebar. Whew. And then go with a little. That, a little bit of Monica in my life. Oh yeah. Little dragon head there. I think you caps lock. Okay. No, I think that's too tall. I guess we'll see. I think you're the wrong size. We'll come back to you. All right. Yeah. We'll just leave that to the side. So I bought this secondhand as a set, and then I added the function keys because they originally bought it to be a 65% keyboard with a bunch of novelties. You know, it does. And I've gotten that one before where somebody had said that to me. And it's that shade of, it's this shade of blue with the white. Very reminiscent of a, of porcelain to me. And then you combine in things like this cherry blossom motif that they've got going on right there. Alright, so let's see. You the same height? You are. So you are the right keycap. However, not the good size. You are. And then we've got you. And you. I think that's it for this. I'm going to do scoops or bars? What do y'all think? Scoops or bars? I'll skip it for now. See if anybody decides to weigh in on the scoops versus bars great debate. Great debate, I say. Alright, so once again, I find myself lacking a keyboard. Hold, please. Scoops! Scoops it is. First come, first serve. Alright. Everybody say hi to Neo. No one can be told what the Matrix is. Okay. Hey, Vala supply is actually good for one thing. Me looking up which novelties or which mod icons are which. In case you didn't know, don't shop there. It's a ripoff. Okay, you, come on. All right, what do we got? What do we need? We got print screen. We got scroll. Okay. Oh, well, those are all wrong. We'll come back to that. Right. You're backwards. You know, when there's no words on these things, it's really hard for me. Okay. Oh, that's in the other one. I think yes. Okay. How did I manage to mess these up so badly? Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking with Koopa. And are you gonna? No, you won't. Okay. But you will, won't you? Ooh, yeah. Let's do that. That looks nice. Because then we have the water bracketing on each side. Don't mix your scoops and your bars. That would be madness. And where's my... Oh, because I didn't put K in. Like, why does this not look right? Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I already have music playing. Don't need more. And one to grow on. I think we're good there. Put that here. All right, let's get some blue glow going on. Like I said, the blue isn't coming through nearly as much as I want. You can't really even see that. There we go. This is it. This is the build. It's what do y'all think of it? Yeah, I agree. I think it really works, especially since the white of these keys is actually closer than the keys that came with it. So that's kind of funny. But oh, almost forgot. Don't. Spin you around so that everything is facing the right way. I think that's all right. Like the kids, except for the kids are not all right. So yeah, and the fact that it's the cat profile means that the sound signature is actually going to be even deeper than it was before. So it's really good to check that out. Which, let's do that. We'll do a sound test. Okay. I mean, if you like Thok, it's got it. And for $40. Yeah, the standard spacebar, because this is the novelty spacebar, the standard spacebar actually is just white. I could put the lighter blue wave here, because this light blue, there is a wave for that as well. But yeah, it was kind of one of the things that I thought was kind of weird. Like, it should have had like light blue here at least, like the lightest of blues here, and then you still could have had the dragon over top it, and I think that that would have worked better. You can do a better gradient at the top. I did 4, 4, and 4, but you can actually do 3, 2, 2, and then the rest all white, because and again, if you look for this set, don't buy it from Vala Supply. They're not real. So you could do some mixing and matching here. But I think overall I like the board itself, because that's really why we're here, is for the Linky87 by ElecFox. Currently on sale for $40 on their website. Regularly $20 more. So, however, if you want to pay $20 more than that and you want the 75%, they're or no, if you want to pay $30 more, sorry, and you want an aluminum 75%, they also have their inky 75 also on sale right now, which I took a look at, was it 2 weeks ago? So, but I mean, for $40, I mean, this even notwithstanding the keycaps that I have put on it, which, I mean, you could put whatever keycaps you want on it, and it's gonna keep at least a decent chunk of that poppy sound, with the cream. I've now thrown out all 3. It's like 3-me. Which I did not make up. Because it has some pop to it. It has some Thok. And it has some cream. So this keyboard kind of runs the gambit. The gamut. Not the gambit, because that's a different word. But the gamut. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about the Linky87? Anything y'all want to know? Anything y'all are burning to wonder? Looking to see if I can find out the exact typing angles. It comes in one colorway 3 ways, which is kind of weird. So if you remember in the beginning, it said that it was blue, and this is the blue stone keycap set, which is kind of a bluish gray and white keycap set. You then have Ocean Sunrise, which is kind of that beach theme that has the orange and the very pale blue and white. And then finally there is a green. Where's my green color at? timber green, which is sort of a I don't have that handy, but it's like a kind of a lichen with kind of a light lichen. If y'all don't know what lichen is, it's kind of a not quite olive, but kind of a light green in that same brownish green that olive is. And then the mods on it are kind of a gray that have a green, same sort of lichen tinge to it, and then white. And by white, I mean cream. As opposed to these, which are more white. The other ones look more like the case. The battery in it is a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Again, it is tri-mode. Decent amount of foams because, well, I mean, how else are you going to get this sound signature? But that has the hidden storage compartment underneath the foot for the wireless dongle. You can connect up to 3 Bluetooth devices to it. So if you are switching between machines, you can hot swap that. And I know that someone is burning to know oh, I don't have the JSON file downloaded. Hey, I didn't realize that was up there. But I've had to watch all my music stuff and stuff. Madness. Glad I didn't have anything weird up. That's funny. Alright, well. That is the stream. Like I said, cutting it a little short today because I am going out to a movie. But I hope y'all enjoyed the Linky87. It's available, like I said, through the ElecFox. That's ElecFox.com website. And it's $40. If you need a white, primarily white themed keyboard, or maybe you know somebody who does, you should go check it out. And with that, thanks for joining me. I will. I don't know for 100%. I'm going to try and stream on Saturday instead, because Sunday we have the local keyboard meetup, but this Thursday I should be receiving the QWERTY Keys Neo 65 CU, and so I'm going to try to stream that build on Saturday so that I can bring it to the meetup on Sunday. I was going to hold off on it, but I mean, that means I would have to wait on building my Neo for like 2 weeks. I'm not that strong a man. I'm sorry. But yes, so look for that on Saturday, probably around 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye. Oh, let's see if we can raid somebody. Ooh, let's see. Is there raiding? Is there somebody doing a thing? Looks like the Manic Geek is streaming a full rebuild of a drop inner. I don't know why you would build a drop inner, much less rebuild a drop inner. But let's go ahead and raid him if y'all want to stick around. That is hilarious. I have to ask him. Uh, why? I mean, yeah, why?